Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. Who wants to live forever? Or maybe just a long and healthy life? And who here has heard of or is familiar with Alzheimer's or knows somebody who is affected by this disease? Several of my friends' parents have or are suffering from Alzheimer's, and it's not a very pleasant experience. ALZ.org, the Alzheimer's website, published a few staggering statistics. In 2013, Alzheimer's cost the nation $203 billion, and that number is expected to rise to $1.2 trillion by 2050. Every 68 seconds, an American develops Alzheimer's disease, and by 2050, that is expected to be every 33 seconds. 1 in 3 seniors will die of Alzheimer's or dementia disease. And the National Institute on Aging stated that experts estimate that as many as 5 million Americans aged 65 and older have Alzheimer's disease. And unless this disease is effectively treated or prevented, this number will increase significantly if our current population trends continue. Now, most people know that it is an irreversible and progressive disease that destroys the memory and thinking skills, as well as the ability to perform simple daily tasks. And the cause is still yet unknown, but it is likely that damage to the brain starts a decade or more before problems even occur. Over time, neurons lose the ability to function and communicate with each other and eventually die. And before long, this damage spreads to nearby structure in the brain called the hippocampus, which is essential to forming memories. Now, this is some pretty overwhelming information. But what if I could provide you tonight some simple solutions or suggestions that would actually help to improve the health of your brain and keep it young and active? Well, here's a few other ideas to ponder. The experts are now reporting that the growing use of technology is actually impacting our memory skills. It's damaging our brain neurons, causing us to be dumber, or is technology actually pushing us towards Alzheimer's? Now, Nicholas Carr from Big Think stated that there are things that we've lost and we've gained with the increased use of technology. We have gained quicker reaction times, improved visual cognitive skills, and we're able to multitask with greater ease. However, we've also lost our ability to pay attention for a sustained amount of time. And it's difficult for us to filter distractions, or we are unable to contemplate or reflect effectively. We are constantly skimming and scanning just the surface of topics and subjects, and we're never thoroughly learning a topic where we would be exercising our brains and building connections between our brain cells. Now, John Elder Robinson published an article in Psychology Today, and he said, for many people, web browsing has replaced book reading. Studies suggest that attention spans are reduced as a result. We rely on the computer to look up facts instead of our own memory. And there is a price there's a price to pay. And it may not be obvious, but it is there and it is real. So is this price actually the loss of our memory, causing more cases of Alzheimer's? So with the increase of Alzheimer's and the growing use of technology, making us dumber and actually killing off our brain neurons, what can we do to ward off Alzheimer's? Well, experts are now saying we need to exercise our brains. ALZ.org also reported that when we think of being fit or staying fit, we often think from the neck down. But our brain plays a vital role in almost everything we do. There are a few things we can do to reduce our risks of Alzheimer's. First, stay physically active. This is helpful for maintaining proper garden. Try a new sport, something that you've always wanted to do. I recently started practicing yoga, and it has really helped me mentally and physically. Adopt a brain-healthy diet. Research shows that a diet rich in dark vegetables and fruits, which contain antioxidants, are actually helping to protect our brain cells. So learn to cook healthy. Learning a new skill, not only rather than eating out, because when you're learning a new skill, you're not only exercising your brain, but you're providing essential nutrition that your brain needs. And remain socially active. Social activity not only makes physical and mental activity more enjoyable, but actually reduces our stress levels, which actually maintain healthy connections between our brain cells. Go to plays, volunteer, join clubs such as Toastmasters. All of these provide encouragement and camaraderie to help keep your brain healthy. And finally, continue to be mentally active. Research has found that keeping the brain active actually seems to generate new brain cells. Attend a lecture, enroll in courses at local community centers or colleges, but never stop learning, and never say, I'm too old to learn something new. For myself, after completing my bachelor's degree, the last thing I wanted to do was go back to school. Yet there I was, almost 20 years later, graduating with my MBA. And this has helped me to realize that there's always something more for me to learn. Now, you don't have to go to extremes and turn your life upside down. You can start small, like a daily walk, and then continue to make changes every day. Basically, you want to use it or you're going to lose it. Now, Dr. Mei-Shing Nai appeared on the Dr. Oz show, and he published an article called Tips for Keeping Your Brain Young. He said, set aside time every day to challenge your brain with memory problem-solving tasks, such as chess, crossword puzzles, or learning the words to a new song, or even using your non-dominant hand to write. I've also heard when you do these activities every day, you're developing and engaging new neural pathways and keeping your brain on the cutting edge. And I've also heard to try and drive home a different route. This not only exercises your brain, but at the same time, you're staying aware of what's going on in your neighborhood. And I've tried to brush my teeth and eat with my non-dominant hand, and it is quite a challenge. So I know I'm using or exercising my brain. So keep your brain active, stay curious and involved. Learn something new every day. You can do all the right things and still not prevent Alzheimer's. But it is ultimately up to you to make your own decisions about your health. But hopefully these suggestions that I provided today will make you make some changes in your life that will help to reduce your risk of Alzheimer's, promote brain health for a long and healthy life. Mr. Contest.